to everyone watching, and welcome to another episode of Inside the Cougar Cavern. Today we have a very close to me cougar, both in proximity and in my heart, Lieutenant Dedmon, sir. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, good morning, Cougars. This is Lieutenant Dedmon. I am the 94 IS section commander, so pretty much the flight commander over the CSS. I've been in the squadron since mid-June. I'm enjoying it a lot. I grew up in Oklahoma, spent some time in Pensacola, Florida, was in the CISO pipeline, but now I am a 38F and I'm really excited to be here. So that's a little bit about me. I'm excited to do this interview too.
Awesome. I'm excited to have you. Mostly because I tell everyone how much I love you being trapped outside my office and not being able to go around by yourself, because you laugh at all my jokes and you make my days at work much happier. So I appreciate you.
It's mutual, sure.
Thanks. If you were reincarnated as a famous landmark, which landmark would it be?
A famous landmark. I don't know. Wow, these are tough questions.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I will say, I don't know. I'll go with the Statue of Liberty because I'm really into politics and history, and obviously a patriot. You know, I signed up to join my country, so really patriotic. So we'll go with that.
I like
Statue
that
of
one.
Liberty. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I love New York too. It's nice.
Yeah, and it's like welcome to the United States, and I like that one. That's a good one for you.
Yeah, I think so too. Nailed it.
You did nail it. Yeah, it's a tough question, but you nailed it. What's something you get wrong almost every time you do it?
Oh man, probably any kind of home improvement process.
You're not super handy?
No, I'm really not. And it's funny because my grandpa was a very handy person. My mom has always been a handy woman. You know, she's like, I know I don't need a man to do anything. I can do all this stuff. But me personally, yeah, not great at it. I definitely need the instruction guide, a couple of YouTube videos, and I'm probably gonna call my mom too.
I'm with you on that one. My mom was the same way. Like, she remodeled all the rooms in our house all by herself, and I think it
Yeah.
came from like less of she just wanted to get it done, and she wasn't going to wait around for my dad to do it, and it was cheaper to do it herself than to pay someone else.
That's my mom too. She's like, oh, I'll just get it done. Like, I don't need help. We don't need to hire anyone. I'll just, watch a YouTube video, look it up online, and we'll do it.
See, and that's what's so impressive. My mom did it all before the existence of YouTube, so I'm not sure. Now, looking at it through adult eyes, she may have there may be some like things that she notices that she screwed up, but I'm not very handy either.
The most recent example, I was living at home for a while. I think this was in 2018. Well, her washing machine went out, and it had something to do with the drum. And she changed like the actual band that went around the actual container. It was crazy. She got
Mom sounds impressive.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
Did you help her? Or did you just watch? You held the video for?
I stood there. I looked pretty. I held the tools. And I gave her motivation.
I love it. What irrational fear do you have?
Oh, we talked about this at the leadership site, but I am deathly afraid of sharks. I don't know why. I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if I watched too many shark movies as a kid, but I would say sharks, and then just deep ocean water. You never know what's lurking under there. And there's been a lot of shark attacks around this area in the last 3 months, like I told you.
I'm laughing only because I don't even know. My ex-husband had a friend that he was in the Marine Corps with that had like a fear of anything in the water. And he said that it came from a place of respect, that like things that live in the water don't want us in there with them. And he respected like the water ecosystem by just staying away.
Yeah, I'll only get about waist deep, and after that, I'm not gonna go any farther because you don't know what's under there, what's down there.
You should travel to Michigan and spend some time in the Great Lakes. It's like an ocean, only not salty and no sharks. So you're safe.
And what about no freshwater crocs?
No,
Sure.
mm-mm. No, it's too cold for them.
That's
The Great Lakes really are great. We'll talk about it some other time. We'll go on a field trip. Because I never had a fear of ocean animals because I didn't grow up in the ocean. And the first time I saw the ocean, I was like, okay, big deal. Like water as far as you can see,
you
and it's
always
salty.
ask about those species that can be introduced into places that they don't normally live in because Florida has like a huge python problem.
Hmm.
So
The Great Lakes have a huge Asian carp problem. Same thing, one of
oh,
those invasive species, and they jump out of the water. They're afraid of sound. Their defense mechanism is to just like fly out of the water. I'll
oh,
show you a YouTube video
oh
next
yeah,
time I see you.
gotta see that.
Um, what's the best and worst thing about getting older? And before you answer, I understand that you are not old, so don't misconstrue that. I'm much older than you, but uh, older is relative. So, what's the best and worst thing about getting older?
I think the best thing is as you age, as you have life experiences, you become more confident in yourself, self-aware. You know who you are, you know what you want, you know what you don't want, and you start to care less about what others think about you. Um, and that's really nice because you don't base your decisions on other people. You base your decisions on what is true inside yourself. And I have found that's the best part about getting older. The worst part about getting older, other than spending more money on skincare because of all the wrinkles, I think it's harder to make friends. I'm kind of experiencing that now. Well, especially in COVID and moving to a new city. But I think as you get older, folks are getting married and they have their own families, and it's difficult to branch out and make new friends, and that can be challenging, especially being in the military. Moving to different cities every 2 years and you needing that network. So yeah,
I agree 100% on both counts. And I think you're wise beyond your years for the beneficial, because some people it takes much longer in their life to be self-aware and get all those awesome things that you were talking about. And then yeah, making friends, especially in the military, but as an adult, it's hard. Because like in high school, your friends are just given to you, and in college they're just there. But in the military, it's tough. That and I empathize for you, especially because the construct of the military makes it even more difficult for you to be able to find friends just within your peer. Because we limit your options to your peer group. Uh, we don't let you leave the office without someone watching you. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge for sure.
yeah.
One last question.
All
What
right.
is a food that everyone likes but you hate?
Oh, let's see. Hmm. Hate is a very strong word, and I love a lot
Dislike.
of food.
Is there
uh,
any food that you refuse to eat? Like it's just a no, no, no way around it.
I, I will say I can't eat Burger King. And I don't know that anyone really loves Burger King. I mean, some people do. Um, but I would say anything kind of super greasy, like fast food, we'll go with Burger King. And that's because I had a Burger King in my dorm room in college, freshman year. So, it always smelled like Burger King. I had to use a lot of my meal points on Burger King. So I've had everything on the Burger King menu probably 3 times or more. So I don't eat Burger King.
Uh, I
Sorry.
didn't. I didn't for a long time for similar reasons. Going to Goodfellow for tech school, it
Yeah.
was the Chow Hall or Burger King. because that's what you could walk to, and you get sick of the chow hall. So not meal points, but star card like a dumb airman. So much Burger King, and then I just stopped for years and years and years because it grossed me out. But then they had one in Kunsan, so I started up again if I had a hankering for American food. But yeah, I could go without Burger King forever.
But I guess like another food that I really hate is, I don't think a lot of people love this, but I hate raw celery. I can't do it. And those people that eat it with the pimento cheese or the peanut butter, they're it's insane. I don't know.
So I love raw celery. I don't like
Okay.
I don't like peanut butter. I dip it in ranch, or I just eat it plain. Is it the texture, or is it just like
For me, it's that weird funky taste. I don't
cooked
know.
celery is okay though?
I like cooked celery, especially in like Thanksgiving stuffing.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I love celery. There you
Wow,
go. There's something that I
crazy.
like it with, especially with wings. Like, give me the celery, not the carrots. I'll split them
See,
up.
definitely team carrots. Like when I go to Buffalo Wild Wings, I always ask for extra carrots and
We
those.
can go together. I'll take your celery, and you can have my carrots. We'll be good.
I love Buffalo Wild Wings. Asian Zing, best flavor.
Do you miss the wings in Korea
Yes, and actually,
or their
I,
fried chicken?
I haven't gone yet, but there are several Korean fried chicken joints in DC, so I'm excited.
Find a good authentic one, because I went to Banchan after I got back from Kunsan, and I was just like so sad and disappointed.
I've had a couple of Korean joints here so far, and they've been pretty authentic, to be honest.
Ellicott City has a huge Korean population, and there's a Lotte Mart and H Mart, like all kinds of fun stuff over there.
Same for Anna. I think the town's called Annandale,
Yeah,
Virginia. Yeah.
I've heard.
So
Awesome. Well, that's all I have, sir. So I'm going to turn it
cool.
over to you. Any parting thoughts or words of wisdom you'd like to share with the squadron?
Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, it's a tough time for all of us. Be resilient with your mask wearing, socially distance, keep a positive attitude, and that's all I got.
I love it. And my mom. My mom watches these interviews occasionally. So hi, Mom, if you're watching this one.
And hi, everyone, to everyone that's watching, and Shirt's mom. It's nice to meet you.
Awesome, sir. Well, thank you. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Talk to you later, Shirt.
Bye.